Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to review Weapons for You. There's been a lot of buzz about this movie, and after watching it, I can tell you I definitely see why. This was a very sought after script. I even remember hearing that Jordan Peele actually wanted to get this script and apparently fired someone over not getting it. But anyway, this is a movie by Zach Krager. He's the guy that makes it. He also did Barbarian, I believe was last year, an excellent movie. Also, I remember this guy from like years ago. He did Miss March with Trevor Moore, which was a horrible movie, and he used to be on The Whitest Kids You Know, which is one of the most insane sketch comedy shows ever to exist. So you can imagine my surprise when he's done Barbarian and now Weapons. He's really moved into like a horror, scary style vibe. So let's get into the movie here. So right away, I'm going to try to go spoiler light on this because this is a movie that just a few spoilers would kind of ruin the whole thing, and you really should check this movie out. But this is a perspective movie. Now, as you know from the trailer, we get like an event, a happening. One day at 2:17, an entire class walks off in the middle of the night. The teacher, Justine, shows up to work, and there's nobody there in class except for one little kid, Alex. No other children are there. What the heck is going on? So the trailer really gives up nothing. That's pretty much the first 5 minutes of the movie. It's just the setup to what's going to be a very different and fun perspective movie. So what we do is we're going to follow different people's perspective. You know, they do that in a lot of shows where you keep seeing everyone's perspective till you get to the last one and everything kind of makes sense, like Dirk Gently or something. But this one has a couple of different twists. It goes a different way than I had been expecting. So after all the kids disappearing in the Great 217 event, they end up eventually, after a month or so, they reopen the school and people just try to go back to normal. Now, a lot of the parents aren't happy. They show a meeting with people freaking out and stuff. And we follow Justine first. She's the actual school teacher, and her perspective, she actually knows not at all what happened. She has no clue, it seems like. Seems like she's not involved at all. You follow her along and she's having a hard time. She's been drinking and stuff. She's not doing the best, and everyone she meets is harassing her, yelling at her, "Where are my kids?" and stuff, but she really doesn't know what happened. And they won't even let her talk. The one kid that did show up was Alex. She can't talk to him type thing, but her perspective gets worse and worse as the movie goes on. It's a girl that's really, she's fallen apart. This is an event that really, she didn't get taken, but it's ruined her whole life. She's gone into drinking. She's making some bad decisions, but it's a unique perspective. By the end of the movie, she's one of the ones you're rooting for. Justine is played by Julia Gardner. I loved her in The Ozark, and I just saw her as Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, so she does a great job here. Her performance is just stellar. Really good, really good. We also do get the perspective I was really looking for, the parents' perspective. Josh Brolin, yes, Thanos himself, or from the Goonies, he plays Archer. He's just a representative of the parents' point of view. Their kids walking off 2:17 in the morning. You really get from him, he does an amazing job. You get like this parent, you're frustrated. You're just filled with restlessness and anxiety. Like, where did your kid go? What can you do to help? You just want to do anything to make it better. And he's just always trying to look for, where could his son have gone? Why did this happen? Where are they? And he won't give up. Like, it's just driving him forward throughout the whole movie. He's like a man possessed. He is going to find his son come hell or high water. And same thing. You don't really like him at first. He kind of comes off like a jerk, but you start to grow with this character. And I liked his perspective a lot too. Really interesting. He's got some cool twists. We also follow Paul, who's like the police officer perspective. It's Eldon, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce it. Eldon Ehrenreich or whatever. Solo, Solo from the 2017 movie. He's in it too. He's got a weird perspective. Seems like he's also having a bad day. Seems like it's not just the kids whose lives are falling apart in this, but yeah, you get his perspective is unique because you see from law enforcement side what they're trying to do, what's working, what's not working, and where they're trying to go with it. But like I said, his opens up to some cool possibilities. He does a great job as well. Another perspective we follow, which probably was the funniest perspective, I laughed at this guy a lot. His name was James. He was played by, I believe it was Austin Abrams. He was doing his best Jay from Jay and Silent Bob impression. Even the hair and everything. He kind of has his perspective is super important. He breaks out big, important pieces to the story, but he does it in a pretty comical way. It's great, and it's really creepy. They have a very creepy vibe throughout, but where he goes with his character perspective is like uber creepy. One of the weirdest parts of the movie for sure. We also follow Marcus, who's actually the principal at that school, played by Benedict Wong. Also, hey, from the MCU, Doctor Strange, he plays Wong. His perspective is neat because you get to kind of piece another big piece from his, and then the final perspective we get is probably, in my opinion, the most interesting. Actually, I think I already said that earlier, but you know what? A lot of it was really interesting. But Alex, he's the one kid that shows up to school the next day. I tell you, they could have made its own movie just from his story and his perspective on its own. It's such a slow burn and it's so creepy. When you finally get to Alex's story, you're ready for, you want like, what are the answers? Fit in all the pieces. Show me the rest of the puzzle. And they do. And that's when things take a turn. When you finally start to get later on in the movie, I realize it's not full on horror, but holy cow, it is rated R for a reason. Without ruining anything, when the deaths start to come in this movie, holy cow, the deaths are out of this world. Like, I couldn't believe it. The kid that plays Alex, Carrie Christopher, does an amazing job with his part too. Holy cow, his character goes deep. But when it finally all comes out, it's a really, really interesting, endearing mystery. It was awesome to see. And you do get kind of answers, but you may not get the ending that you were looking for. Carrie Eggers does a really good job here. I really enjoyed it. It was smart, interesting, had some comedy and horrific moments. Oh my goodness. I don't normally watch that many horror movies, but weirdly enough, this one does feel similar to Longlegs, which is actually something I reviewed on the channel before, but it's got a different tone. And the murders in this, holy cow, there is a headbutt smashing scene that I will probably never forget having to watch. Oh my goodness. There's another scene of a guy who's getting like his face scraped off. There's some insane deaths, and I won't spoil it, but I will tell you this: the last kill in the movie is the most insane kill I've seen in almost anything. Like, my goodness, they went for it, and honestly, they pretty much nailed it. Weapons is an incredibly intelligent perspective movie. We've got outstanding performances from Josh Brolin and Julia Gardner. The whole cast really nails it. You believe the creepy vibe of the city, the big event that happens, the mystery shrouding the whole town. It is just fantastic. This is an awesome movie. Overall, when the overreaching narrative comes together, I was pretty satisfied with the end. The only points I would kind of dock it is I don't know about the rewatchability of this, and I would have liked a few more answers, but you do kind of get it. Like I said earlier, it's like a better version of Longlegs, really. But overall, just an awesome movie. Super easy recommend. Go to the theater, check this out. You're going to have a great time. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 on the odometer. Just a blast at the theater, and you're going to be creeped out, but you're going to have a good time, and you're going to be interested for the entire runtime. It's only 2 hours, and it is a slow burn, but you're always interested. It doesn't feel like it that long at all. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.